I'm your ticket man. Yeah. It's still gonna be good. Don't worry about it. It's still gonna be good. It's still gonna be very, very good. It's gonna be very good. This whole performance is gonna be very good. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. I have a lot of confidence. I can guarantee a good performance. You know, I'm always good. No matter the circumstances, even. You know, if you guys were in a bad mood, I would still be good. Like I would still be able to handle it. I would just match your energy. You know?
Your refund?
I don't know what you mean by that. Anyways, what I'm saying to you is I'll just match your energy. You know, if you're tired, I'll match your energy. I'm very good at matching energies. Phone salesman called me up the other day. Here, you gotta match their energy, you know. He goes, "Hey Axel, my name is Marcus. I want to talk to you about your internet costs." I go, "Hey Marcus, do you have some time?" "I want to talk to you about selling a bike, you know. If you have any biking needs, Marcus, do you have any biking needs, you know? You just take down my internet cost a little bit more, I'll throw on the bike, you know." You gotta match their energy, is what I'm saying. And you gotta have some confidence. You gotta have some confidence in life. Otherwise, life drags you down. If you don't have confidence, life drags you down. Online dating drags you down if you don't have confidence. I got Tinder. I started swiping. I swiped left on somebody. Tinder told me, "Oops, you missed a match." How could it be a match if I say no? If I don't want it, Tinder's like, "Hey, you better lower your standards. Think about the supply side of this."
Yep.
You gotta be confident, otherwise life drags you down. You really do. I'll give you an example of bad confidence. Sporting example of bad confidence. Heavy lifting. Could just be lifting, right? They're like, "Oh, that's heavy, that's gonna be heavy. We just want to mention it's gonna be heavy. We could try to lift it, but it's gonna be heavy lifting this." I love soccer. Who loves soccer in here?
Woo! I'll do all basketball.
Yeah, football. I love football. It's a very elegant sport. Some players are so good, they make it look easy, right? So good, they make it look easy. Heavy lifters, exactly the opposite. They show you exactly how hard it is. They always have that surprised look when they're lifting. Didn't realize it was going to be that heavy. Thought it was going to be kind of heavy. Can't be that heavy. Didn't look that heavy on the last guy. They should lift lighter, don't you think? It would look better. I don't struggle like that with my confidence, you know. I don't struggle like that myself. I have very good confidence. I discovered this at age 8. I was at school, did a math test at school, didn't know anything about math, still thought this was going to go really well. You know? So, after every question on the test, it said comment. So I thought they were asking me to comment. So I wrote easy. Next question, too easy, I wrote. Teacher took me aside afterwards. She said it obviously wasn't too easy, you know, you got each of the questions wrong. But that's just a minor detail, you know, that doesn't matter, you know. It's basically her word against mine, if you think about it. She says it's 4, I say it's 6, who's to say who's right? Math is just opinions. She'll think about it in the car later, she'll be like, "What if it is 6? You know, it's so easy to him, you know." Yeah, you gotta be confident, otherwise life drags you down. You gotta be confident, otherwise life wears you down. Internet connection drags you down. Do you guys have good Wi-Fi at home? You don't know, do you? It could be blinking right now. It was fine when you left home, but it could be blinking right now. I have very good Wi-Fi at home. It's not part of the stand-up, it's just a comment. I have very good Wi-Fi. It's one of the best things about me at the moment is I have very good Wi-Fi at home. I used to have bad Wi-Fi though, so I know how it feels. You know? When you're a host, you're having people over, Wi-Fi starts to suck. It feels very much like being impotent, doesn't it? You say the exact same things, you go, "This never happened before." ever happen before. Your guest tries to reassure you, go, don't worry about it, we can do it tomorrow, you know. On their way out, you go, please don't tell anyone about this. It feels very much like being impotent, doesn't it? You gotta be confident, otherwise life drags you down. It really does. Life drags you down if you're not confident. War drags you down at the moment, doesn't it? Lots of war at the moment. Thank God not here in Sweden, you know. Us Swedish guys, we wouldn't look good as soldiers. Let's face it, we've all been to therapy, right? That doesn't look good for soldiers. We would be in the battle, we would come back to the tent, we're just about to sleep, somebody goes, should we talk about this? What we've all been through, you know. That doesn't look good, right? For soldiers. You can get too much therapy. It's like a drug, you can overdose on therapy. I myself got too much therapy. I overdosed on therapy. I'm so far into the therapy, I'm not even worried about my own childhood anymore. I'm worried about my grandpa's childhood. I'm so far back. I'm thinking if his dad didn't yell at him, he wouldn't have yelled at my dad, he wouldn't have yelled at me, I wouldn't be here yelling at you, you know? It's a whole chain of therapy, you know? Yeah. I got the good kind of therapy too, there are bad kinds of therapy. Does anybody here go to behavioral therapy?
Yep.
Yeah, stop. It doesn't work, you know. So behavioral therapists, they say, okay, so you're depressed, you're going to come here for a month, we're going to treat you, you're not going to be depressed anymore. That's pointless. I go to analytical therapy, they say, this is your depression, don't let anybody take it away from you. We're going to nurture this depression, we're going to learn to blame your parents. It's better to be depressed. It's better to be depressed than to be one of those LinkedIn people. I'm so thankful I get to spend time with such talented colleagues. Rather be depressed than that, right? Much rather be depressed than that. Also, it's the only way to be a good Christian, if you think about it. To be depressed. It's the only correct interpretation of the Bible is to be severely depressed. Jesus was very depressed. If you think about it, just walking aimlessly through the desert. Right? That's the weekend plan you only come up with if you're depressed. You know? What should we do this weekend, Jesus? Just walk. I suggest we don't eat either. This whole turn the other cheek thing, very depressed idea. Somebody punches Jesus, he's like, okay, you get to punch the other cheek. He wouldn't have said that if he read self-help books and took antidepressants. You know, he would have punched back, wouldn't he? I also get the feeling whenever I see an image of Jesus on the cross, he doesn't look like he's dying for our sins, does he? He looks like he's just, this is so stupid. I shouldn't be up here, this is just stupid, this is a stupid thing. But as depressed as we can get, guys, let's all, you know, let's all agree on something. We can't kill ourselves, right? Right? Suicide is kind of embarrassing, isn't it? You know, just he didn't have what it took to go on, you know. Like, it's embarrassing, isn't it? You know? Also, I don't want to give that to my exes. Suicide. I don't want to give them that boost, you know. They would just be like, oh, the breakup killed him. I was too hot not to live with, you know, so he decided to, you know. You know. I try to read the news. Do you guys read the news?
Yes.
No. I always stop at the headline. Do you guys stop at the headline? I always get annoyed with the headline. I'm like, I know what you mean with this headline. I read one recently, it said shootings might be bad for local business. That's our main argument against shootings now, bad for local business. Have you ever seen a person had a gun, put it out and go, please don't shoot, think about the stock market. Think about the high house prices, etc. You know. By the way, when you were a kid and you were playing, like somebody had a gun, put it at you in the game, didn't you hold your hands up all the way up, like straight?
Nope.
No? I did. And then I saw adults doing it in movies. They were doing it like this. That was the adult way to keep your hands up. Which means, gradually, as you live, it gets less and less important to survive. When you're a kid, you're like, it's my birthday tomorrow, I want to keep living, I have a wonderful life, I want to keep playing, I want, you know. And then, mortgage. You're like, I keep my hands where you can see that, but that's mainly for local business, you know. Thank you guys so much, that was it, thank you.